Hidden deep within the jungles of Central America lies the ghost of a civilization shrouded in mystery, the Maya. They built colossal pyramids that still tower above the trees, testaments to their unmatched skill and vision. Masters of the stars, they crafted calendars so precise they still amaze scientists today. For more than 2,000 years, their cities thrived with art, knowledge, and power. And then, suddenly, they vanished, leaving behind ruins and riddles carved in stone. Who were these people really? And what dark forces brought down one of the greatest civilizations in history? Let's start from the beginning. The Maya civilization began around 2000 BCE, in the lands we now call Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. At first, they were small farming communities surviving on maize, beans, and squash. Over centuries, villages grew into cities hidden deep in the jungle. The Maya became skilled farmers, traders, builders, and thinkers. From humble beginnings, they rose into one of the most advanced cultures of the ancient world, stretching across Central America. Daily life of the Maya. For the Maya, farming was the center of life. Maize, or corn, was their most sacred crop, and myths told that humans themselves were made from maize dough. Families lived in simple houses with thatched roofs, raised children close to nature, and wove colorful clothes from cotton. Cities had busy marketplaces where people traded salt, cacao, jade, feathers, and obsidian. Food, family, and farming tied the Maya together, creating a strong foundation for their growing civilization. Women in Maya society. Maya women played an important role in society. Most worked in the home, grinding maize to make tortillas, weaving beautiful textiles, and raising children. Women also played a key part in rituals and festivals, and noble women could hold great influence in politics and religion. Queens like Lady Six Sky even ruled Maya cities, leading armies and performing sacred ceremonies. Women were seen as life-givers and keepers of tradition, ensuring that the culture and spirit of the Maya lived on. Cities and pyramids. The true wonders of the Maya were their cities. Rising above the dense jungle, they built breathtaking pyramids, temples, palaces, and ball courts. Cities like Tikal, Palenque, and Chichen Itza were home to tens of thousands of people. Without metal tools or wheels, they carved massive stones and raised them high into the sky. These cities were centers of power, trade, and religion, where every building carried meaning and connection to the gods. The Temple of Kukulkan and the Quetzal's Echo. One of the most extraordinary Maya creations is the Temple of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza. At first glance, it is a magnificent pyramid rising above the jungle. But listen closely, when someone claps or whispers at its base, the sound bounces back as the call of the Quetzal, the sacred bird of the Maya. The Quetzal was believed to be a messenger of the gods, a symbol of freedom and divinity. This was no accident. The pyramid was engineered with such precision that it became both a temple and a living instrument. Even today, the voice of a bird echoes across stone, carrying the whispers of an ancient civilization. Masters of astronomy and time. The Maya were not only builders, they were scientists. They studied the stars, the moon, and the planets with astonishing accuracy. With this knowledge, they created calendars that could predict eclipses and guide farming. Their long count calendar stretched thousands of years into the future. Temples and pyramids were aligned with the sun, so that on special days like the equinox, shadows formed perfect patterns across the steppes. For the Maya, the sky was a divine clock, measuring the rhythm of life and death. Religion, human sacrifice, and ritual cannibalism. Religion was at the heart of Maya life, and it demanded devotion. The Maya believed their gods required nourishment, not just from food but from blood and life itself. Priests led ceremonies high atop pyramids, offering incense, food, and sometimes human lives. Captured warriors and even nobles were sacrificed to please the gods of rain and sun. In rare cases, parts of the flesh of sacrificed victims were consumed during rituals, not as food but as a sacred act, symbolizing unity with the gods. To the Maya, these sacrifices were not cruelty but a duty, a way to keep the universe in balance. The boy king who vanished. In the year 615 CE, the city of Palenque was in ruins. Rival kingdoms had attacked, and the throne stood empty. Then, in the midst of uncertainty, a boy of just 12 years was crowned king. His name was Kinich Janab Pakal, later known as Pakal the Great. A child king was rare, and many wondered how he could rule a city so fragile and broken. As the years passed, strange whispers filled Palenque. Some said the boy king had disappeared, vanishing from the eyes of his people. Others believed he was taken by the gods themselves, chosen for a greater purpose. Legends spread of Pakal wandering in sacred caves, speaking with spirits, or traveling to the underworld to seek wisdom no man had known. When he returned, he was no longer just a boy but a ruler with unshakable vision. Pakal rebuilt Palenque with towering temples and grand palaces. He ordered the construction of the Temple of the Inscriptions, a monument that would hold secrets for centuries. His rule became one of the longest in Maya history, nearly 70 years of glory. Even in death, Pakal's story did not end. His tomb was sealed with carvings showing him not as a mere man, but as a figure soaring between the earth and the heavens. To this day, some believe Pakal was more than a king, perhaps a messenger between worlds, a boy who vanished into mystery and returned as an unbelievable strong leader. The fall of the Maya. No civilization lasts forever. By the 9th century, many great Maya cities were abandoned. Historians believe years of drought, overfarming, and constant wars slowly weakened their world. Later, in the 1500s, the Spanish arrived and conquered the last Maya kingdoms. Yet, even after the fall of their cities, the Maya people themselves did not disappear. Their traditions, languages, and beliefs endured, carried on by generations who refused to let their culture die. Legacy of the Maya. Today, more than 6 million Maya descendants still live in Central America. They continue to speak Mayan languages, weave colorful clothing, and celebrate ancient traditions. The pyramids, the art, and the calendar remain as proof of their genius. The Maya remind us that civilizations may rise and fall, but their spirit echoes across time, like the Quetzal's call at Chichen Itza, whispering from the stones of a lost world.